Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday, September the 20th. Yeah, September the 20th. And we're going to start the day with dividing with decimals and whole numbers. So, decimals by whole numbers this morning. So, we're going to be in our textbook. I know some of you at home do not have your textbook, and that is okay. So, you're going to write the top of your page 2-7, dividing with decimals. And we are on page at this moment 92. In a moment we're going to move back to a page, and we're going to be working on a couple questions between 11 and 22. We're not doing all the questions in 11-22, but just some of the questions in 11 and 22. And like I said, today's date is September the 20th. I cannot believe September has gone by this fast. Crazy. All right, so we are starting with number 11 in your textbook. The first one, 25 and 2/10 divided by 6. So let's go ahead and start. Now, when you are dividing, it's very important, guys, that you're lining your numbers up properly over the number you divided it into. All right, now, if there is no decimal here um, in the divisor, but there is one in the dividend, you can go ahead and shoot that decimal up to the sky. So take that decimal there, go ahead and shoot it up to the sky. Now, if there was a decimal here, we would have the rule changed. But go ahead and shoot it up. All right, how many times can 6 go into 2? It can't. How many times can 6 go into 25? 4 times. And 4 times 6 is what, guys? 24. Do you see how I have it lined up perfectly? 5 minus 4 is 1. When I'm done subtracting, I'm going to drop it. 6 goes into 12 how many times? 2. Now we're going to do our 2 times 6 is 12. Subtract it. Do I have anything else to bring down? If I do not, then that is my answer. So essentially, when you're dividing with a decimal in the dividend, you just shoot it up. All right, let's go ahead with number 12. All right, 33 and 5/10. Okay. All right, now, there is no decimal there. We do have a decimal here. So let's go ahead and shoot it up. 5 goes into 3 how many times? Okay. 5 goes into 33 how many times? How many? 6. Awesome. What's 6 times 5? 30. Next step is to do what? Five goes into 35 how many times? 7. And 7 times 5 is what? Awesome. So what is our answer? Awesome. All right, guys. So I'm going to turn the page and I'm going to go on to 15 for this one because I want to make sure that we understand which one is the dividend, which one is the divisor. Now, when you guys were in third grade, what was the rule with division? They always told you to do what? Y'all remember what they always told y'all to do? No. The big number? The big number goes in the house? That's not the case anymore. The big number doesn't always go in the house. Yep. So that very first number there, that's going to be your dividend. He has to be first in line because he's a whiny baby. And because he's a whiny baby, he has to go inside the house. He's a scaredy cat. And then our divisor stands guard. He stands behind him to make sure he's okay. And he also stands outside the house to make sure he's okay. Huh? A cup? I think it's fine. Just let it live. Let it live. It's not that so. He's going away to better place. See, he's over there. Okay, ready? Now, help me out on this one. Do I have a decimal here? I don't. I do have one here, so go ahead and shoot it up to the sky. Oh yeah, the spider thing got recorded. No, that's too much work. All right. Sorry. How many times can 9 go into 3? How many? 9 can go into 3? It's okay. Can 9 go into 38? How many times? Somebody said 2. 2 times 9 is 18, right? 3 times 9 is 27. And 9 times 4 is 36. So that's going to be closest. How many times can 9 go into 27? We said that already. And 3 times 9 is? Awesome. Can 9 go into 9? How many times? And 1 times 9 is? Oh, sorry. 1 times 9 is 9. You know what I meant. Very good. Help me read this, please. 4 and 31 hundredths. Very good. You did it. You did. Now, we're changing it up a little bit. Go ahead and flip to page 90. All right, guys. So I'm going to go to page 90 for this one. I'm going to write at the very top. And we're going to be looking at questions 11 through 14. Now, for question 11, we're changing gears a little bit. All right, so this one is different for number 11. What's different about it? Both numbers are decimals. So we're dividing decimals by decimal, right? No longer the whole numbers in there anymore. Okay. Does anybody know how I get this decimal to make it go away? Can anybody guess? What do you do? Erase it. That's a good one. Kinda. You're almost there, Xavier. All right, let me show you. Remember how we put the decimal in timeout when we multiplied? We're going to put the decimal in timeout here as well, okay? But you're going to put it in timeout here. You ready? Everybody look. We're putting in timeout. All right, we're going to move that decimal out to timeout. Ready? 1, 2. Do you see how it's at the timeout? Right there? We're going to do the same thing here. Okay? If we moved it 2 times there, we're going to move it 2 times here. 1, 2. What goes in that hole there? 0. I'm going to rewrite this number. Does that make sense now? We moved it back, 1, 2, and then we did the same thing. We moved it 1, 2. Can 16 go into 3? Can 16 go into 38? How many times? 2 times 16 is what? Drop the 0. Can 16 go into 60? All right, so what I want to show you guys is it can, and I usually will write my math out and keep it. Don't erase it. All right, so I'm not sure how many times 16 go into 60, but I can make a guess. I can be like, okay, let's try 3. And 3 times 6 is 48. Okay, well, that's getting there. Let's try 4, just to be sure. Now, what's the problem with that? That's over. Hold on. We're going to get to that. So we're going to use this one here because that one's too high. Okay? So 16 goes into 60 3 times. And what's 3 times 16? Subtract it. All right, now, you guys don't have remainders anymore. In my class, there's no such thing as a remainder. Nope. What's that? Remember, where's our decimal at? Where's our decimal? He's back there. He's at the end. Right, we didn't need him, right? We put him at the end. Do you need a decimal where you write a number like that? You don't. It's like saying I have $380 or $380.00. I don't need the decimal, but I'm going to insert that decimal back in there. And then I'm going to add a 0. I'm going to extend my line. And I'm going to drop it like it's hot. Now, where is our decimal? I need to shoot it up to the sky. Remember that? Shoot it up to the sky. Can 16 go into 120? How many times? Let's try 8. I don't know. What's 8 times 16? 8 times 1 is 8 plus 4. So that's 128. That number's too big, right? So let's try 16 times 7. This is why we don't erase our math. We leave it there. What's 7 times 6? And 7 times 1 is 7 plus 4? 11. So we're going to use that one. So we said 7 times and 7 times 16. What's that? All right, now, the rule with dividing is 2 places after the decimal. So we're going to do this one more time. Add a 0. Drop it again. So we got, right now, this is it. We're not doing this anymore after this because we can keep going. Sometimes decimals last forever. Can 16 go into 80? All right. Now we said 16 times 3 is 48 and 16 times 4 is 64. Let's try 16 times 5 just to be sure. Oh, look at that, 80. So 16 goes into 80 5 times. And 80 subtract is 0. All right. We've gotten we've got no remainder, so we're good. Do you have anything else to bring down? No, we don't. So this is our answer, 23 and 75 hundredths. And I'll do a couple more of these. It is long. That's why you guys need to have like plenty of paper and don't try to squish things in, right? All right. Go ahead and set up 12 and then I'm going to help you. He hasn't messaged me back yet. Okay. Okay, 15 and 6 tenths divided by 78 hundredths. All right, let's set it up. Remember, this problem is going to be long again, so make sure you have plenty of paper. All right, go ahead and write that down. Put your decimals in timeout, and I'll wait on you for just a moment. All right, let's move our decimals to the back. Ready? 1, 2. Let's move this one to the back. 1, 2. What goes in this hole right here? A 0. I'm going to rewrite this problem. Okay? Go ahead and start dividing that without me. Can 78 go into 1? Can 78 go into 15? Can 78 go into 156? How many times? Twice. I'm going to try my math out over here because I just want to make sure. I always like to make sure with math because you only get. How many right answers do you get, guys? 1. Okay. So 78 times 2 is 156. Exactly what you said. All right, bring down your next 0. How many times can 78 go into 0? And what's 0 times 78? Do I have anything else to bring down? All right, so what's my answer? Y'all are doing great. I'm so proud of you guys. All right, let's go ahead and move on to 13. Okay. Tell me why he's a bad number, Paul. Where's he going? Where's this number going, Paul? Where's this decimal going? Mm-hmm. Ready? Time out. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Same thing on this side. We're going to move it 3 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3. What goes in those holes? Yep. Okay. Let's write it out. Can 48 go into 7? All right. Can 48 go into 72? How many times? All right. I want to make sure. What's 48 times 2? Hold on now. What's 2 times 8? You guys are too smart for me. Is that too high? All right. So we're going to do 48 goes into 72 one time. And 1 times 48 is 48. We're going to subtract that. Bring our next number down. Can 48 go into 240? How many times? Since that's 96, you say 3. I say 4. Let's try 4. And then we always confirm with 5. It's 5, but we're going to confirm it. So what's 4 times 8? What's 4 times 8? 32. And 4 times 4? Plus 3. Awesome. So we got that number so far. It's getting close there. But you said you think it's 5. Did I do it wrong? No? Okay. There we go. Oh, there it is. So 48 goes into 240 5 times. And 5 times 48 is what? 40. Awesome. All right, now, do we have a number to drop? We do. What is it? 0. If we have a number to drop, we still need to do all of those steps in the division process. Can 48 go into 0? How many times? 0. And what's 0 times 48? 0. Do we have any other numbers to drop? No, that means we are done. It's a big number, yep. Any questions so far? We're going to keep going. Y'all are doing great. All right, let's try 14. Paul, we're going to do that decimal bud. We're going to send him. Let's go. 1, 2. He's at the back. All right, now, where's our decimal in the 42? He's there. He's invisible, right? He's there. So we're going to move him how many times? 1, 2. Let's rewrite the problem. All right, we have 375. Can that go into 4? What about 42? What about 420? Go to the bathroom. Hey, go to the bathroom. All right, 375 into 420, how many times? once. 1 times 375 is what? Whoa, you guys are good. You guys are good. All right. So we're going to borrow. Let's borrow some numbers here. 10 minus 5. What's 1 minus 7? Negative. Yep. Let's borrow. 11 minus 7. Drop it. 375 goes into 450 how many times, guys? And what's 1 times 375? Nice. All right. 10 minus 5. All right, and we borrow again. Okay, we have a remainder. We don't have remainders anymore. So what happens right here? Put a decimal, add a 0. Drop it like it's hot. Extend our line. All right. How many times can 375 go into 750? I'm not sure, but I think it might be 2 times. Okay? It is 2. Oh, we forgot to shoot our decimal up to the sky. Ready? Shoot it up to the sky. Boop. All right. So we said 375 goes into 750 how many times? Twice. And what's 2 times 375? Awesome. Do I have any other numbers to drop? So what's my answer? 11.2 or 11 and 2/10? Yes, 11 and 2/10. Very good. You'll use a lot of paper in this math. All right, guys, we're going to move now into our Google Classroom.